Hi friends, welcome to your Yoga Vinyasa Flow for hips and heart opening. This is a very holistic full body practice. However, it does have a focus on the area of the hips and then the shoulders, the chest, so the heart space. It's going to be a very expansive and opening, kind of energizing yet very nourishing practice. You don't need any specific props today. If you happen to use yoga blocks in your practice, you can, but I will show you everything without. We get right into the practice, starting today in a wide-legged child's pose, rather towards the back of your mat. So you can come on all fours to bring the big toes to touch, and then take the knees nice and wide, sending the hips back towards the heels. Maybe you want to shift around a little, making yourself comfortable, resting the upper body forward. If the floor feels very far away, you could cross the forearms and rest the forehead onto the hands or the arms. Otherwise, maybe the forehead would reach the ground. Just take a moment to make yourself comfortable. Or maybe you want to close the eyes. Make any final adjustments to then come into a moment of stillness and arrival. Feeling the body gradually relax into gravity. Sinking deep into the hips. Maybe feeling a soft opening through the chest. Relaxing the neck and the face. And just taking a moment to observe your breathing. Feel the air as it flows in and out through your nostrils very smoothly, naturally. Let this rhythm calm you down, ground you in this moment. Good, and then go ahead and take a bit of a deeper breath in through your nose. And gently sigh out through the mouth. Feel free to make a sound of relief. Inhale again through the nose. Sighing it out. One more time, deep breath in. And long breath out. Good. Slowly bring the hands onto the mat. Lifting the hips, coming into a tabletop position. Bring the knees and the lower legs parallel towards each other. And you may want to tuck the toes to stretch the feet a little. And then we just take a moment to shift the hips from side to side. Feeling into the body, observing how everything feels today, and then the shifting becomes a circle, so hips forward, to the side and back. And if you feel like the shifting forward is a lot for your wrist, you can always move the hands a bit more forward, but a little bit of warming up through the wrist is quite good, but give yourself the space that you need. Very generous movement, no rush here, we're just arriving. Gently switching direction, circling the other way around, feeling into the hip joints. Imagining that we can stir up some energy, letting go of any blockages, any tensions. Good. And then slowly sending the hips back towards the heels. As you inhale, you want to round the back like a cat stretch and shift the weight forward, hands on the shoulders or more forward if that's more comfortable. And then drop the belly, lift the tailbone as you inhale and send the hips back. Okay, we do this a couple of times. Wavy movement, inhale, roll forward, cat-like with the back. And then tilt the pelvis, lead with the tailbone, curving the spine and sending the hips back. Twice more. Inhale, slowly rolling forward. Exhaling, arching back. One more time. Inhaling, slowly rounding the spine forward. And exhaling, arching and sending the hips back. Good. Inhale, come forward onto your tabletop. You now want to shuffle the hands underneath the shoulders. And on your exhale, you want to round the back for a cat stretch once again. Bring the right knee towards the nose. Squeeze it in for a moment. Activate the core. And then extend the right leg out behind you. The toes are pointing down. Grab the right fingertips into the floor as you release the left hand. Reach the arm forward, thumb is pointing up. That's a little more easy on the shoulder. Taking a big inhale here. And on the exhale, bring nose, knee, and elbow together in front of the body. Inhale, extend arm and leg. Exhale, curl everything in. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bring it in. One more time like that. Inhale, extend. Guided movements. Exhale, bring it in. And then inhale, extend, stay here. And on the exhale, land the hand under the shoulder. Land the right toes at the back of the mat. Start shifting the weight forward and backward. Pressing through the heel. Creating a bit of space at the back of the leg. And then from here, turn your left toes out of the mat and ground the right foot down so you can reach the right arm up into a side plank variation. Good. Inhale here. And on your exhale, reach the arm overhead to the front, opening the side body. Take an inhale here. And you always have the option to stay, or maybe on the exhale, release the right foot off the ground. Leg is parallel to the floor. Take a big inhale, stretch your arm and leg. Exhale, bring elbow and knee together in front of the body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bring it in. Now we extend on the inhale, option to stay, or maybe on the exhale, bend the leg, reach back with the right hand and see if you can find the back of your foot or your ankle. If you do so, press the foot into your hand, shift the hips forward, open the chest, the heart space. Expansive breath here. Good. 2 more breaths. Long inhale. Smooth exhale. 1 more in and out. Without any slingy motions. Inhale, extend arm and leg. Exhale, land the hand under the shoulder, right toes at the back of the mat. And then on your inhale, step the left foot next to the right for a high plank. Engage the core. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale here. And exhale, bring knees, chest and chin down to the ground. Your hips stay in the air. Your throat opens gently. Inhale, slide through and forward, small cobra. Point the toes, roll the shoulders back. And then tuck the toes, send the hips back into your child's pose just for a moment. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, come back onto all fours. Bring hands under shoulders, knees under hips. On the exhale, round the back for your cat stretch. Bring the left knee to the nose, squeeze it in. And then reach the left leg back, toes are pointing down. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. And on your exhale, bring elbow, nose, and knee together. Try and guide your movements. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round the spine. 1 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the hand down. Bring the left toes down. And once again, start shifting forward and backwards. Making some space in the back of the left leg, sole of the foot. And then turn your right toes out to the side. Ground your left foot. And then on the inhale, reach the left arm up for our side angle or side plank variation. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, reach the left arm over ear. Take a big breath into the side body extension. And then either choose to stay or release the left foot off the ground, creating more space as we inhale. And exhale, bring elbow and knee together in front of the body. The rest stays very stable. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bring it in. Good. Inhale, extend. Choose to stay or bend the leg, reach the hand back, and see if you can find the foot, the ankle, wherever, and then press the foot into the hand. Open the front body like a bow. Breathe into it, 3 breaths. Good, and then very mindfully, inhale, release arm and leg. Exhale, land the hand under the shoulder, left toes at the back of the mat. Inhale, step into your plank pose. Once again, stay for your exhale. Take an inhale here. And exhale, bring knees, chest and chin down to the ground. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, slide forward into small cobra, Bhujangasana. And exhale, tuck your toes and the hips back. And this time directly up into your downward facing dog. Good. Take a moment to pedal out the legs in your downward facing dog. Bring one heel after the other down towards the ground. Bending the knees generously. Maybe softening the neck, the jaw. And then gaze forward towards your hands. Bend the knees a little more and start walking the hands towards, walk the feet towards the hands rather, top of the mat. We're folding forward, Uttanasana, knees are soft, head is heavy. Inhale, come into the fingertips, lengthen through the spine. Hands can also be at the shins. And exhale, soften forward. One more time. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. And exhale, fold over your legs. We're coming to standing. Inhale, reach arms over side. Big movement, gaze up to your hands. And exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart and release next to the body. Moving the arms back up. Inhale, gaze up to your hands. Exhale, soft knees as you flow through the center, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, long back. Exhale, step into a plank pose. Take an inhale first. And then on the exhale, with or without the knees, lower all the way onto your belly with control. Inhale, point the toes, small cobra. And on the exhale, for a moment, release the hands off the ground. Turn the palms to face up. And squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. Elbows squeeze towards each other. Reopen the chest. Activate the legs a lot. Taking another full breath. And then bring hands and forehead down. Tuck the toes under. Hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Taking a breath in. Maybe a sigh out. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, long back. 1 more inhale. And exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, walk, or maybe take 2 big steps for your half forward fold. And exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, sit really low. Fingers are touching the ground. Engage the core. As you exhale, reach the arms forward and up into a chair pose. Draw the belly in and up. Really lengthen that low back. Reach the arms higher. And then on the exhale, bring arms over side, interlace all 10 fingers. Take a big breath in. And a breath out, still stabilizing that low back. On your inhale, come into the tiptoes. Stay for your exhale. 1 more breath in. And out. And then bring the heels down, belly onto thighs. We fold forward with the hands interlaced. If that feels a lot on the shoulders, keep the hands closer to the body, bend the elbows. If it feels okay, let the hands drop into gravity. Good, knees are soft. Feeling the opening in the shoulders, neck is relaxed, head is heavy. 1 more full breath. Good. And then sit back low, reach the arms up for chair. Inhale, Utkatasana. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, half lift. And then 1 out breath. Exhale, step back and lower. You can go all the way, or maybe now you go half for Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, choose your cobra as before, or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, reach your right leg up into the air. Exhale, big step in between the hands. Stand up for high lunge, sweep the arms up. And stay for your exhale, soften the shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, open arms and hips for warrior two. Lengthen through the spine, inhale. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. Good, one more inhale. Exhale. Your legs stay very stable. Inhale into peaceful warrior, right arm reaches up. On the exhale, guide that right arm forward and onto your right thigh. Left arm reaches over your ear for a side angle, create loads of space. Inhale. Exhale. Two more long breaths in and out. In and out. Good. Inhale slowly all the way back into the peaceful variation. Now listen. Exhale, straighten the front leg for reverse triangle. Feel the side body opening. Inhale here. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, engage your core before you move. Inhale, arms parallel to the ground. Exhale, pull yourself forward and down into triangle pose. Right hand onto the shin, left arm reaches up. Gaze up to your fingertips. Engage the inner thighs, unlock the front knee, really engage the right thigh as well. Feel the hips opening here as you pretend to pull the feet towards each other on the mat. And then land the left hand in your left hip, take the gaze down. You have the option to stay here, or you come with me into balancing pose. Right hand onto the block if you use it, or fingers onto the ground. Bring the back foot closer and slowly start shifting the weight. We're pressing onto the right leg, stacking the hips, stacking the shoulders, and reaching the right arm up. Good. Left toes are flexed, so you know where they are. And you keep breathing. Another full breath here, no rush. And then very slowly bend the right leg, step the left foot all the way back. Right hand can stay grounded for stability. And then inhale, reach back into your peaceful warrior. On the exhale, windmill the hands back forward, frame the front foot. Now listen, release the back heel. Drop the left knee and then inhale, reach the arms up for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. And if that feels okay, drop a little bit deeper into the hip. Feel the left groin. Inhale. Exhale. If your low back feels tight, pull the hips back and focus on lifting the pubic bone. That gives you more stretch in the left groin. Take another full breath. And then take the arms over side, interlace all 10 fingers, add on that chest opening, take a full breath in, and a full breath out. One more in, and out, releasing the interlace, landing the fingertips to frame the front foot, and then pull the hips back, right leg goes long. Option to take your blocks or come onto the fingertips. Take the fingers closer to you. Inhale, like half forward fold. And exhale, fold over your front leg. If that feels a lot, bend the right leg more. Pull the right hip back. Feel the opening at the back of the leg. Good. Long breaths. Always find the spot that feels interesting but not too intense. Your breath is your indicator. And then gaze back forward, bend the front leg, land the hands. Inhale, step into a plank pose. You could do this on one leg if this is something that you practice. Otherwise, lower all the way or half with the knees. Inhale, choose your back bend. And exhale, we meet in the down dog. Taking a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale that big step forward, the shoulders come along to make it easier. Strong legs, inhale, high lunge. Stay for your exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two, arms and hips open. Lengthen the spine, inhale, pelvic floor up. Exhale, sit a little lower. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more in. And out. Your legs stay very stable. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, reach it forward onto the left thigh. Right arm reaches over ear, side angle. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more long breath in. And out. Strong legs, strong core. Inhale all the way back into the peaceful warrior. Exhale, straighten the front leg, lean back. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more in. And out, and then engaging again. Inhale, arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, pull yourself forward and down. Hand can land on the shin. Right arm reaches up. Once again, focusing on opening the chest. Tiny bend in the left knee, thigh is active. And we breathe into it. Keep your face soft, your breath soft, and your attitude as well. And then from here, land your right hand in your right hip. Take the gaze down, bend the front leg. You can always choose to stay in the triangle shape if you wish to skip the balance today, and then press onto the leg. Really try and stack your hips, open them. If you feel stable, option to reach the right arm up. Gaze can be down to the side or up. See what your balance allows for. And just take it easy and breathe. Good. And then take the gaze down to move out of the pose. Slowly bend the left leg, step the right foot all the way back, and then inhale into the peaceful variation of the warrior. On the exhale, windmill the hands down to frame the front foot, releasing the right heel. Right knee goes down. Inhale, sweep the arms up for Anjaneyasana. Exhale, maybe sink into the hips, but focus on that lifting of the pubic bone to get that stretch. Inhaling. Exhaling. 1 more like that. And then we release the arms over side, interlacing 1 finger further, so the non-dominant way. Switch it up a little. Inhale, lift the heart. Breathe into the chest. Again, deep breath in. Releasing breath out. And then releasing the fingertips to frame the front foot. Pushing the hips back, straightening the left leg as much as feels right today. Flexing the foot, knee can be bent a little. Blocks or fingertips, inhaling to lengthen the spine. And exhaling to fold over the leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits pose. Breathing. Good. On your inhale, lift the gaze. On the exhale, bend the front leg, plant the hands, release the back knee. Inhale, find your variation of plank pose. 1 leg, 2 legs, knees or no knees. Lower all the way or half down. Choose your heart opener as you inhale. And we meet in the down dog as we exhale. Take a centering breath in. And a releasing breath out. 1 more little standing sequence, so gather your focus. On the inhale, reach your right leg up into the air. On the exhale, big step in between the hands. Inhale, high lunge, stand up. Exhale, release arms over side, interlace the fingers for that heart opening. Inhale into the chest. Exhale, lean forward, engage the core and start shifting your weight onto the right leg. Slowly lift the back knee up, the back foot up. The toes are pointing down now. We want to lift the right hip and lower the left one. Keep the chest nice and open. Gaze rather forward a little than down. And then breathe. Good. And then release the hands first. Hands in front of the heart. Engage the core. We stand up, left knee up to the chest. And then guide the knee out to the side. We plant the foot either on the low leg or on the inside of the right thigh. I'll turn to the camera for a moment for your tree pose. So either low leg or onto the right thigh. Hands together in front of the heart. Squeezing legs together. Pushing the hips forward so you feel that opening in the groins. And then you find your focus point. Moving back into the same side as everyone practicing at home. And there's the option, if you wish, to reach the arms up and open the hands, softening the shoulders, finding a moment of stillness in the instability. And you know, you can always start over, take a break. It's all just practice. And then bring your hands back together. We'll do one little fun transition. So bend the standing leg a little so you can release the foot of the inner thigh. Guide the left knee out to the side. Start bending the right knee a lot. We want to reach the right hand down. Block our fingertips. Knees can be super bent to make this happen. And once you're ready, you open up again for half moon Ardha Chandrasana, second time around in this pose. And only maybe, as an option, you want to bend the left leg, reach the left hand back, see if you can find the back of the foot, press the foot into the hand, like we did in this shape on the knee at the beginning of class. If you have a block, it will be very helpful. If all of this doesn't make sense, just stay with arm and leg extended. Choose your variation, just take another focused breath. Stay playful about it. If you're holding the foot, make sure you release without any slingy motions. And then slowly step the left foot all the way back. Peaceful warrior, inhale. Windmill the hands down, exhale. Your plank variation as you inhale. Your flow of movement or your pose of rest as you exhale. You can always go into your child, into your dog. This is your practice. What do you need? Take a breath in and a breath out. Take 2 more soft breaths in stillness. Observing anything that happens in the body. Getting ready for the last standing pose, left side. Inhale, leg up. Big step forward. High lunge, inhale. Exhaling, interlacing once again the non-dominant way. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhaling, leaning forward. Good. Draw the belly in, slowly start shifting the weight for your warrior 3. Practicing your patience. Good. And then releasing the hands first. Engaging the core, we stand up, right knee up to the chest. You can always set the foot down for a moment. Guiding the knee out to the side, choosing to place the foot on the low leg or on the upper leg with help of the hand, just not against the knee joint. And then again, finding that engagement in the inner thighs. Finding that focus point. Taking a moment to breathe. And only maybe reaching the arms up overhead and releasing palms off of each other. Good. Slowly bringing palms back together. Softly releasing the right foot, guiding the knee to the side, bending the left leg a lot. Reaching the left fingertips to the block or to the ground. Left leg can be bent as much as necessary, and then slowly, once you feel ready, you can extend everything. And if you want to play around with the variation option to bend the right leg and see if you can find the foot, is just an option. Just see where you can feel spacious in the body. Where can you open up a little more? If you're holding the foot, softly release the variation. And then slowly bend the left leg. We're stepping the right foot all the way back. Peaceful warrior, inhale. Windmilling the hands down as you exhale. Your plank variation on the inhale. And your flow or your pose of rest on the exhale. Great job, everybody. Standing portion is over. Just take a breath and observe how you feel. All this energy rushing through the body. Good. And then we'll come forward into a high plank pose. Bringing knees, chest, and chin to the ground on the exhale. And on the inhale, we slide into a small cobra. And on the exhale, you want to bring the forehead down just for a moment. Take a calming breath here. And then on the inhale, come back into a small cobra. Release the hands off the ground, interlace the fingers at the low back one more time, pulling the hands back, opening the chest. Engage the thighs a lot, press tops of the feet down, keep the neck nice and long. Breathe into the chest. Good. Take one more full breath here. And then slowly release. You can bring the head to one side or make a cushion with your hands. Just taking a nourishing breath here. And then once again, roll the shoulders off the ground, bring the arms back, this time without interlacing. Just reach the hands back and up and lift the legs off the ground. Feel the whole back body engage. Option to stay here in this variation, which is a very active back bend. Only maybe you want to bend the legs and see if you can find the back of the feet or the ankles with your hands. We've prepared this a lot. This could feel good. If it doesn't, just skip this bit and extend everything. If you're holding the feet or the ankles, press them into the hands so you can lift the knees, lift the heart, and breathe into the front body in your bow pose. 3 breaths. Good. Again, without any slingy motion, softly release. Make a cushion with your hands. Rest the head down. Wiggle the hips a bit from side to side. And then bend your knees. Let the lower legs drop from side to side. Release any tension in the back. Good. And then extend the legs. Tuck the toes under, hands under shoulders. Press into the knees on the inhale. On the exhale, bring the hips back towards a child, but then up into your downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal the legs. Move the hips a little, the low back, bringing the knees from side to side. And then shorten your dog a little, walk the feet forward, just about one length of the feet. Make it a bit wider to make it more stable. Release the left hand, reach over to the right ankle or shin wherever you reach. Pull yourself into a gentle twist. And then switching the sides. Left hand back forward, right hand reaches over to the left outer ankle or shin. Looking underneath the left arm. And then bringing the hand back forward. And then slowly walking the feet towards the center of the mat. The feet can still be wide. Bringing the hands in, softening the knees, finding a soft forward fold, grabbing opposite elbows. Swaying a little bit from side to side. Good. Bring fingertips to the ground as you heel toe the feet apart, toes are pointing out, and you slowly make your way down into Malasana, squat pose. If your heels come off the ground, option to support yourself with your blocks or a rolled blanket. Hovering is fine as well if you're comfortable, or bring some support underneath the hips. We're taking the hands together in front of the heart, pulling the shoulders back, and we're engaging the pelvic floor, feeling how that lengthens the spine from the inside. Feeling the opening in the groins, feeling a certain spaciousness around the heart, the chest. Taking long, smooth breaths. Good, take one more full breath here. And then release the hands to the ground behind you. Sit on a Sit down carefully. Bring the soles of the feet together. Interlace your hands around the toes or grab the ankles. Lift the chest up, and then with a straight back, try coming forward. So we're not rounding the back, but we're trying to keep the spine long, the chest open, and you will feel that hip opening in the groins. So keep breathing. Good. Slowly sitting up. From here, bringing the hands underneath the knees and trying to open your legs in a wide-legged seat. So if you're sitting in a very rounded back, you can bring the legs a little closer. See what allows you to sit upright on the sits bones. And what mostly helps is bending the knees. So the knees and the toes are pointing up. You want to be straight in the low back. If this is plenty for you, you can bring the fingertips behind you and just support yourself like that. If you happen to have space, bring the fingertips in front of you. And once again, with a straight back, trying to hinge from the hips, finding a soft forward fold. Any degree is fine. Try not to push anything. If we push too much here, we can really get bothered by our hamstrings and the inner thighs. So just keep it easy. Take a few breaths. Gently emphasize the exhales. And observe if maybe there's a little bit of softening happening. Good. Take one more breath here. And then slowly walk the hands back towards the upper body. Bring your hands underneath the knees. Stand the feet up in front of you. And then lean onto the hands and let the knees drop from side to side a couple of times, softening the hip joints, the low back. Good. And then from here, you want to cross the shins, pull the heels in with a bit of momentum. See if you can roll over the feet and step back into your downward facing dog. There is an option for a vinyasa here if you still want to move through it. If you rather stay still, you can stay in your downward facing dog. Really make this your practice. Move very mindfully. And then we'll bring the knees down towards the ground. Toes can be tucked. And we sit upright on the heels, sliding the hands in. Coming into a knee stand, lifting the pubic bone up towards the navel as we practice to bring the tailbone down. Hands into the hips and then squeezing the elbows back. You want to bring the hands into the low back, just pushing the hips forward and opening the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades back, and then just gazing forward. Keeping that engagement, slowly leaning back, feeling the thighs engage, and come back forward. Good. Twice more. Leaning back, coming back forward. One more time, leaning back, and coming back forward. And then for a moment, sitting back onto the heels, hands into the lap, tailbone down just a little, and observe. Good. And then come back into your knee stand, lifting the pubic bone up, hands into the hips, pushing the hips forward, lifting the pubic bone, opening the chest, either staying here. This is plenty of heart opening. If you feel good, you can gaze back, one hand on the heel, two hands on the heels for camel pose. Squeeze the hips forward. If you're familiar with this pose and you want to add on another variation, feel free. You can gaze forward to the ceiling. Be mindful of the neck. Just keep breathing. And then engage the core a lot. Shift the weight back forward. You can do one hand after the other. And then point the toes. Sit back. Hands into the lap. And bring the tailbone down. Softly neutralizing the back. Take a moment to close the eyes. Feel into your heartbeat. Feel into your breath. And open the eyes. On your inhale, reach the arms up overhead, very generous gesture. And on the exhale, take a soft twist to the right side. Stay here, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist just a little more. One more breath in and out. Good. Inhale back to the center, reach arms up. Exhale, twist to the left side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to the center, reach arms overhead, and exhale, release the arms down. Good. We sit next to the heels, swing the legs around. Make sure you're sitting in about the center of the mat. And then slowly extend your arms forward or use the hands on the ground for help. We're rolling our way down. Take your time, really articulate the spine, and slowly, slowly, slowly bring yourself down. Good. As you arrive, slowly now you can bring one knee after the other up into the chest, rocking a bit from side to side, massaging the low back. Good. And then bring your left foot onto the ground. Bring your right ankle on top of the left knee for a figure 4 shape in the legs. This could be plenty. You can stay like this, or you pull the legs in. Hug your hands around either the left hamstring or around the left chin, wherever you can reach. Focus on the low back being on the ground, the shoulders and the hat being relaxed, and the right hip opening gently. So this is a beautiful pose to release after the back bends. Our low back gets to relax, and we still get that gentle hip opening on the right side. Feel free to close the eyes, take some longer breaths here. Good. Bring the left foot down to the ground. Slide your right leg all the way over so the inner thighs are touching. Move the hips over to the right a little, and then drop your knees to the left side. Extend your right arm out, either extended or in a right angle shape. Right shoulder stays grounded. Soft twist. And then slowly bring the knees back to the center, hips back to the center, right foot onto the ground, left ankle on top of the right knee, flexing the foot to stabilize the joint a little, staying or bringing the legs in. And then making sure to ground the low back, relax the shoulders and the back of the head back down. Taking those long, smooth breaths. Slowly bringing the right foot back to the ground, sliding the left leg over all the way, inner thighs are touching, moving the hips over to the left a little, knees come to the right, left shoulder relaxes down. Soft twist, closing the eyes, resting them on a gazing point or on a focus point. And then slowly bring the knees back to center, unwrapping the legs. Bring the knees to the chest one more time, rocking from left to right on the low back. And then press the low back into the ground as you extend the legs up to the ceiling. Feet can be flexed or relaxed, whatever your flexibility allows today. Knees can also be a bit bent, but low back is on the ground. This is the important part. And then we extend the arms alongside the legs, reach the upper body up, reach for the back of the thighs, and open the elbows wide. So your chest is still wide, your neck is relaxed, and your full body weight is kind of balancing on the low back. So it's a bit of a core activation, but it should also feel really good. So we take 2 more full breaths here. And then slowly release, knees up to the chest, reaching either for backs of the knees, ankles or outer edges of the feet for happy baby, pressing that low back down one last time, rocking from side to side. Good. And then for our final relaxation, there are two options. Either you just stretch out arms and legs for your Shavasana pose, or if that's comfortable, bring soles of the feet together for this kind of diamond shape in your legs for Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands on the body, next to the body, or maybe above the head, but only take this posture if it feels super comfortable. If you want to do it to open the groins a little, you can stay for 2-3 breaths and then extend arms and legs out. And from here, I'll give you a moment of silence. Make sure to stay and enjoy a moment of integration. And I'll bring us back together to finalize the class in just a little bit. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then sigh it out. Let go of any breath control, control of the body, control of the mind. Just take a moment of rest and stillness. And then very slowly bring your attention back to your breath. Begin to deepen your breath to awaken the body. And then bring small movements back in small places first, maybe the fingers, the toes. If you're still in Supta Baddha Konasana, make sure to release the shape very, very slowly. You want to use your hands for help to bring the knees together. If your legs were extended, you can also bend the legs, step the feet on the ground. Maybe you want to give yourself a moment to stretch. Take a deeper breath and re-emerge from the practice. And then you slowly want to roll onto one side, supporting the head with your arms and giving yourself a loving hug and appreciation for your practice. And then you want to press your hands into the ground to come up in a mindful way into an upright seat, maybe with the legs crossed, or any other comfortable way to sit upright, keeping the eyes closed or the gaze lowered just for a moment. We're joining the palms together in front of the heart center in this gesture called Anjali Mudra. It's a gesture of connecting the mind and the body. We want to express some gratitude for ourselves for having taken the time for our practice. We want to express some gratitude for the teachings, the wisdom of yoga. And then we bring our hands to a forehead for a clear mind. Hands to the lips for truthful and kind words. And hands to the heart for an open heart. And only if you wish, you may bow to honor yourself, Mother Earth, and all living beings. Thank you. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope you feel great. Please let me know what you thought about it. I love to read your comments. I always reply to all of them. I have a new video every week, so if you haven't subscribed yet, this is a good moment. And also have a look at the description box. I have beautiful offers, yoga retreats in gorgeous places, a yoga teacher training coming up. So let's connect and let's practice together again soon. Have a wonderful one.